Greetings, you two. After a few days of having computer problems and car problems that have made me feel a little like this,
I hated her so much. Flames on the side of my face, breathing, heaving breath.
let's get to talking about Hades. To shortly go back to my previous video, which mentioned Hades, this is from the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 2, verses 29 through 31. Fellow Israelites, I may say to you confidently of our ancestor David that he both died and was buried, and his tomb is with us to this day. Since he was a prophet, he knew that God had sworn with an oath to him that he would put one of his descendants on his throne. Foreseeing this, David spoke of the resurrection of the Messiah, saying, he was not abandoned to Hades, nor did his flesh experience corruption. So this is teaching that Jesus went to Hades, the abode of the dead, and was rescued from Hades by God. So where do we get this idea of Hades being the abode of the dead? I'm going to go to the book of Enoch, chapter 22, verses 2 through 4, and also verses 8 through 14. This gives a little details of what Hades entailed when this was written and how that affected later writings. And there were 4 hollow places in it, deep and very smooth. 3 of them were dark and 1 bright. And there was a fountain of water in its midst. And I said, how smooth are these hollow places, and deep and dark to view. Then Raphael answered, one of the holy angels who was with me, and said unto me, these holy places have been created for this very purpose, that the spirits of the souls of the dead should assemble therein, yea, that all the souls of the children of men should assemble here. And these places have been made to receive them till the day of their judgment, and till their appointed period, till the great judgment comes upon them. Then I asked regarding all the hollow places, why is one separated from the other? And he answered me, saying, these 3 have been made that the spirits of the dead might be separated. And this division has been made for the spirits of the righteous, in which there is the bright spring of water. And this has been made for sinners when they die and are buried in the earth, and judgment has not been executed upon them in their lifetime. Here their spirit shall be set apart in this great pain, till the great day of judgment, scourging, and torments of the accursed forever, so that there may be retribution for their spirits. There he shall bind them forever. And this division has been made for the spirits of those who make their suit, who make disclosures concerning their destruction, when they were slain in the days of the sinners. And this has been made for the spirits of men who shall not be righteous, but sinners, who are godless, and of the lawless they shall be companions, but their spirits shall not be punished in the day of judgment, nor shall they be raised from thence. So we have different compartments of Hades where the righteous are and where the wicked are. And it seems like that some of the wicked are going to be resurrected and then go into eternal punishment. But then some are wicked and they're not going to be resurrected. Makes you wonder which fate is worse. The next document that I wanted to read from was the Apocalypse of Zephaniah. And the dating for this document varies a little bit, but it seems more likely that it predated the writings of the New Testament than it was contemporary with them. So we can also see ideas from the book of Enoch here. Then I arose and stood, and I saw a great angel standing before me with his face shining like the rays of the sun in its glory, since his face is that like which is perfected in its glory. And he was girded as if a golden girdle were upon his breast. His feet were like bronze which is melted in fire. And when I saw him, I rejoiced, for I thought that the Lord Almighty had come to visit me. I fell upon my face, and I worshipped him. He said to me, take heed, worship me not. I am not the Lord Almighty, but am the great angel Aremiel, who is over the abyss and Hades, the one in which all of the souls are imprisoned from the end of the flood which came upon the earth until this day. Then I inquired of the angel, "What is the place to which I have come?" He said to me, "It is Hades." Then I asked him, "Who is the great angel who stands thus, whom I saw?" He said, "This is the one who accuses men in the presence of the Lord." The Apocalypse then describes Zephaniah crossing over to leave Hades in a boat. Then they helped me and set me on that boat. Thousands and myriads of angels gave praise before me. I myself put on an angelic garment. Then a great angel came forth having a golden trumpet in his hand, and he blew it 3 times over my head, saying, "Be courageous, O one who hath triumphed. Prevail, O one who hath prevailed. For thou hast triumphed over the accuser, and thou hast escaped from the abyss and Hades. Thou wilt now cross over the crossing place, for thy name is written in the book of the living." Then he ran to all the righteous ones, namely, Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and Enoch and Elijah and David. He spoke with them as friend to friend, speaking with one another. This idea of an angelic ferryman carrying Zephaniah from Hades to the patriarchs seems to have come from Greek mythology, and Charon being the ferryman of the dead. And there is art and literature in Greek culture which dates Charon to about the 6th to 5th centuries BCE, which greatly predates the writing of this document.